and millions of people have no electricity supply at all. Developed countries are still polluting the planet at an alarming rate. The global demand for secure and independent energy increases daily. Due to the increasing demand and lack of energy solutions, Soluna was created in Shanghai and Salt Lake City, with the goal of providing clean, affordable, reliable, and independent energy. Power designed for night and day. Our motto is to provide clean, affordable, reliable, and independent energy. So how does Soluna provide help to those countries with unavoidable disasters and places that lack electricity? Soluna's latest residential offering is the Power Bank series. The Power Bank will work during a blackout and can be connected to a generator for total independence. Power banks will reduce your electricity bill and provide reliable energy when you need it most. Businesses can choose our larger power cell battery storage system, providing clean and reliable energy for higher business uptime. Residential or commercial, grid-connected or off-grid, Soluna can help. Our new leading-edge production facility enables fast production and availability of stock. With a global presence, we are proud of the after-sales service you will receive. Together, we are powering a better world built on renewable energy solutions.
Okay, thank you. This is a very short brief about Soluna background. You can find this video on our YouTube and LinkedIn website. So if anyone needs this video for marketing proposal, you can reach to our sales representative or our distributor to asking for this video. Also, you can write an email to our sales email address looking for this video. Thank you. So next, I'm gonna show you about Soluna's factory facility. Okay. Also, for this video, you can looking from from the YouTube, Soluna YouTube site, and also the LinkedIn site. If you need any video for the marketing proposal, you can write an email to us. No problem. So next, we will have a presentation for the Soluna product range. I'm going to share you with presentation. 1 second. So our brand is Soluna. So S-O-L means solar. Luna means moon. It's from Latin, sun and moon. Our concept is to, collecting solar power from the sun in the daytime and use the battery storage at nighttime. So that's why we call the brand Soluna. So our vision is to provide a clean, safe, affordable, independent energy. So environmental security, independence is always our priority. For environmental, because our power is 100% clean. Sync with the sun, because most of the house, they are using a lot of energy in the morning and night. Because in the morning, mom need to cook food for the kids. She need to do the laundry, a lot of cleaning thing. And in the evening, also same thing. Need to cook dinner and also do the dishwashers. So most of the energy of the house is used in the morning and night. But in the morning and night, there's no sun. So solar panel cannot help you at this time. So with the storage, we store energy from the daytime. Like it's a picture you can see. In the daytime, the sun is always there. There's a lot of sun power. So we collect in solar power and store into the battery. So we can use the power at the nighttime and the morning. So that's how we make the power clean. And also our system is grid tied. So it means that the power you're collecting from the solar, you can sell back to the grid. And also the power stored in the battery, you can also sell back to the grid. In this way, you can save a lot of cost, from the electrical. So this will help you to saving the utility bill. So for security, with our system, with solar panel, you can make your house 100% for the power security. You don't need to worry about, the power shutdown. Like a few months ago, the fire happens in Australia, and also the fire happens in California. In this kind of disaster time, if your house is in that area, it's 100% cutting from the grid utility. So if you have a solar panel on the roof, you have our energy storage system in the house. You don't need to worry about the power shutdown. You can always keep your house with power. And this is our Soluna full range of product. We have battery modules. In the left side, you can see we have small battery modules. We have low voltage battery pack. We have high voltage battery pack, 50K. We have all-in-one system. We have entry-level, small one, and a medium one, and a big one. And also, we have a commercial energy storage system for small commercials, stores, big house, and also small factories. Here, I present you the all-in-one system, S4, S8, and S12. So for S4, it's quite small and very compact. It will be designed for a small house, around like 150 square meters house. It's kind of like a 150 1,500 square feet. And for the S8, it's designed for a big house. It's more like for 400 square meters, something like 4,000 square feet. And for S12, you can have to go up to like 500 square meters, 5,000 square feet. So different product, different power, different market. As you know, we have a single phase product and also split phase product. Single phase product is for European market, African market, and some of the countries from South America. And also we have split phase. Split phase product is for, for Canada, for America, United States, for some of the Central America, like Mexico. For the single phase product, we have S4. It's a very small one for entry-level customer. It has a 3.6 kilowatt inverter inside and with a 4 kilowatt hour battery inside. We have S8. S8 it has a 5 kilowatt inverter inside and 2 battery modules inside. It can go up to like a 80 kilowatt hour battery capacity. And we have S12. S12 have more battery. It means have 3 battery modules inside. It will go up to 12 kilowatt hour. And also we have S8 and S12 for split phase. For split phase, we have 6 kilowatt inverter inside, 2 battery module, 80 kilowatt hour. And also for the S12, we have 8 kilowatt inverter inside and 12 kilowatt hours battery capacity. And all this all-in-one system we are using lithium phosphate battery is long life cycle. So with 80% depth of discharge, we can use more than 6,000 cycles for the battery. We guarantee 10 years quality. And also we have monitoring system from the app, from the web, and also we have 7 inches LCD interface. So why we need a Soluna energy storage product? The first thing is that we are 100% clean energy. We're collecting clean energy from solar, and also we are using lithium batteries. So there's no pollution in use and after use, because the lithium battery can be 100% recyclable. And the second thing is affordable. Affordable, right now we provide a 10 years battery warranty, up to $3 each day expensive use. And also a lot of free energy, harvested from solar power. So it's very affordable. And also right now we have a lot of financial program in Australian market. So it means that we can help our customer in Australian market to use a financial program to help you to pay a monthly array fee to use our product. Also, for the safety, right now we are using lithium phosphate technology, and also it's 18-15 format battery cell. We can 100% guarantee the safety. Independence, we can keep your home life when power outage, independent power from grid, and also our product has the features of generator input. I will explain a little bit later about the generator backup functions. So this is the product features. A lot of customers asking, how your system is connecting with the solar panel. So for our system, we can support AC couple and DC couple. So it means that our system can connect to solar panel directly. We don't need a solar inverter. That will save a lot of cost and a lot of installation cost. And also we can be, this AC couple means that AC couple, if you solar panel already have a micro inverter in your solar panel, you don't want to remove that. So if we don't want to remove that, we can, just plug, the solar system into our generators. Then we can also use that as a AC couple solution. So our system can support both AC couple and DC couple. It means that you can install a brand new solar system without a solar inverter, and also you can use your current, solar system with microinverter or solar inverter. And the energy storage, we have built-in batteries. It means that you can charge a system by solar, and also you can charge them by grid, and also you can charge them by generators. The next one will be home backup. Home backup means that right now our function is UPS. It means that if the power is, the utility is gone, the grid is shut down, it will switch to our battery, supply, automatically in 10 milliseconds. You even cannot notice that it's in 10 milliseconds. And also with our UPS function, you can use the full power, because there's a lot of product in the market. They are not UPS, they are EPS. You will, wait for maybe 1 minute or 2 minutes waiting for switchback. And also the EPS is not full power. Like our product for S4, or S8, if the inverter is, 3.6 kilowatt, the UPS is full power. A lot of EPS function is not full power. It's only have about 1 kilowatt or 2 kilowatt power. So that's the difference between our product and other product. And peak shaving, it means that, you can set it to use our battery storage to charge from grid in cheap time, in low busy time. The price is very low. You can charge from the grid. And in the busy time, in the peak time, you can use our battery storage to supply your house, or either you can sell, the energy back to the grid in the peak time. So it will help you to save the cost from your utility company. And also, the off-grid function, our product can be 100% off-grid. It means that, you don't need to worry about, if you want to buy a product you use in the cabinet, you have a small cabinet in the, remote area. You didn't have utility company to have to connect in the cabinet. You can also use our product to use 100% off-grid with solar panels. And generator backup. This is a very unique feature for our product, because in the market right now, there's no other product can supply the generator backup. But with our product, we have generate input, and also the generator automatic start signal cables. So if you have a generator backup, you can connect to our system, the cables and also the signal cables. It means that there's no power from the grid, there's no sun, there's no battery capacity. The system will start to generate automatically. The generator will start to charge your batteries to supply your house. You don't need to worry about a long black. Like I just mentioned, a few months ago, the fires happened in California and also in Australia. The grid may be shut down for 10 days or 2 weeks. So maybe the storage is not enough for the big house, because you need to use them for dishwashers or dry machine. Maybe the power is not enough for your house. In this way, in the nighttime, if you have a generator backup, you don't need to worry about the power is not enough. And this is a very simple single diagram about our solution. So with our product, you only have to connect with solar panels. You can choose to, 1 second, we have some customers may have questions. Okay. I will explain more about the high voltage batteries. It seems like a lot of customers are interested about the high voltage batteries, 50K. No worry, I will explain a little bit later, okay? For this one, you can just use our product with solar panels. You can choose to use generator or not. It's just your options. You don't need a solar inverter. You don't need a lot of accessories, just our system and solar panels. And also we have monitoring system from the web, from the app, from the LCD. So in this way, we can provide full independence power, to set it free from the utility. So this is the more information about our system's parameters, the data sheet. if you need more information, you can go to our website to download the catalogs. And also you can reach to our distributors or our sales representative for more information about this detailed data. So this is some detailed information on our single phase product. And this is our split phase product. And a lot of customers asking, to say, oh, what is your product difference with Tesla Powerwall? So here I'm gonna explain you a little bit about the difference between our product and Tesla Powerwall. So you can see in the left side, you can see the Tesla Powerwall installation. A lot of accessories. It has require you to have a solar inverter. It has have a backup, gateway box. You need to have an essential load box. So the installation will be, okay, we have one customer have raised a hand. 1 second. Okay, I cannot find you. So, you will need a lot of installations, a lot of accessories to install a Powerwall. And in the right side, you can say Soluna. You can just say Soluna. We don't need any accessory box. We don't need a solar inverter. So the installation can be very neat and clean. So the next page, you can see the real installation. Here is the left side of Powerwall. You can see a lot of components, a lot of accessory box, a lot of buttons in the wall, mounting the wall. The right side is Soluna. You can see it's very, the installation is very clean, it's very neat. So the main comparison for Tesla Powerwall and our system, you can see Tesla Powerwall is AC coupled. It requires you to have the solar inverter. And also the installation time is about 3 hours. It will spend you about $4,000 installation charge. And you need to buy a lot of accessories, like $1,000 to $2,000. The expensive, the expense is about inverters, installations, mounting parts. 1 second. We have some customers asking questions. Hello, Patrick.
I would like to ask if this is also valid for the S6 and S8 Soluna systems.
You mean which function?
You make the comparison between the Tesla Powerwall and the Soluna S12.
Oh, yes. So the function or the features with S4, S8, and S12 is the same. The reason why we make a comparison because, the S12, it has 12 kilowatt hour. Tesla Powerwall is something like 10 or 12 kilowatt hour. We just want to, to match the capacity. The features is the same.
Okay, thank you.
My pleasure, thank you. So John, hi John. Hello? Hello, John? I cannot hear you. Okay, let's continue, sorry. So this is a basically, comparison. And also our system is DC coupled, it's all-in-one system. The installation time can be less than 30 minutes. So after this presentation, we will have demonstration about the installation. The demonstration is not a video, it's 100% live. So you will see how quickly, how simple it is for the installation. And also, the next one is plug and play. For our system, we have S8 and S12. The cabinet is the same. So the customer can decide they need a, 2 battery or 3 battery. So if they choose S8, 2 battery inside as an entry level, after 1 month, they may say, hey, I need to upgrade my system. I need to, 1 more battery. No problem. They just need to buy 1 more battery and plug it in. They upgrade to more capacity. So this is plug and play. And also, with our unique generated backup, it can support your system more independent. So we did a little bit calculation between our system and Tesla Powerwall. So to the end customer, including the installation charge, our system is Tesla Powerwall is about 1.5 to 2 times of Soluna system cost. Hello? Here is some of the batteries, because maybe there's a lot of customers, they don't want an all-in-one system. They may say, hey, I have some, trusted brand about the inverter brand. Maybe they like other brand of the is hybrid inverter, or, some reason they don't like all-in-one system. So we have batteries can, offer to them. So in the left side is 15K high voltage battery. It's like 410 volts. It's very high voltage. And in the right side is 3K low voltage battery. So this is the picture of our 15K batteries. So this is a little bit of information about 15K. The material is NCM, and the capacity is 15 kilowatt hour. With depth of discharge 80%, we can last about 3,500 cycles. Voltage 410. Certification for the battery cell, we have UL 1642. For the battery pack, we have UN certification. We have UL 1973, and also we have IEC certification. The maximum charge and discharge current is 3 amps. The nominal is 50 amps. And also the power for charging and discharge is 10 kilowatt. A nominal is 6 kilowatt. So it can be installed indoor and outdoor, because the IP rating is IP54. And right now, we are compatible with Goodway ET series 3-phase inverter. So this battery is more designed for be compatible with the 3-phase inverter, because we know there's a lot of market, a lot of countries, they need a 3-phase application. So that's why we designed this battery. And also we can compatible with Solar's HVES split-phase inverter, because there's some market like in United States, in Canada, in Central America, Mexico, and a lot of countries to have demand for split phase. So we are compatible with Solar's inverter. So next one will be our the low voltage 3K batteries. So this battery is more designed for for low voltage inverters. The chemistry is also NCM, 3 kilowatt hour, with a depth to charge 80%. It can last about 3,500 cycles. The certification will be battery cells UL 1642 and the battery packs IEC certification. And also this battery module can expandable to 5 pieces. So the total system can be 15 kilowatt hour. And also the IP rating is IP54, so it can be installed indoor and outdoor. Right now, we are planning to, make this battery to be compatible with Goodway, Solar, Square Watt, Focus, low voltage inverters. So this is basically presentation for our product range. If you have any question, we can have, you can raise your hand. I can put you in the phone. We can communicate. At the same time, I will show you how to do the installation about our S8 system. This one is split phase one. It's a little bit different with our single phase one. So we're gonna show you. So you can see just a brand new system is packed, waiting for installation. So I will ask our engineering staff to open the package. And also, if customers want to count how long it can last to install this system, you can start to count, with your clock to see how long. And I'm gonna put some of the customer in the phone since you have questions. 1 second. Hello, Patrick.
Yes, I have a very important question to ask. As you know, the footprint, the ecological footprint will be calculated from production to recycling. How green is the production of these systems?
How green?
Is the production of the system?
The system is pretty green because, in the factory, like the factory I show you for the battery cell, the battery cell manufacturing process, there's no pollution. There's no pollution to the earth, actually. And also a lot of chemistry in the manufacturing process. The material is recyclable in the manufacturing process. There's no pollution for the battery manufacturing process. So I can say it's almost about 90% clean, the manufacturing process. Yeah.
I watched a reportage yesterday about green energy, and the main questions they asked there is which kind of power is used to make the production. Are you using your own system to provide power to the production unit?
Because we are a factory, we didn't use our own, system to maintain our production. We have some solar panel on the roof. We have some battery system in our office to daily. So if you look at my background, you can see, we have systems, operating daily for the office. But for manufacturing, for factory, you need a lot of power. So we still need to get, power from the grid. But a lot of our equipment, the manufacturing equipment, like when we do the charge and discharge, the power will be feedback to grid, if we discharge.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
So there is no fossil fuel used to make the production.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. Thank you.
Thank you. Hello, John.
Yes. How the warranty works for the Latin American market?
Sorry, what was your question? I didn't get you.
You listen me?
Yeah, I can hear you. What is your question? I'm sorry, I didn't get you.
Yes, how the warranty works for the Latin American market.
Warranty.
Warranty,
So
yes, warranty.
for our all-in-one system, right now for the battery, we guarantee 10 years. For other components like you know, the cabinet and the inverter, we provide 5 years, and also we can provide optional, you know, 10 years for the system. For batteries, we provide 3 years guarantee.
Okay, thank you for information.
Thank you.
Okay.
Hello?
Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Hi.
I have just one question, right? My colleague asked me about how many energy we will spend to charge battery. How many energy is needed or we will spend?
How many energy to charge the battery?
Okay, so how much energy does it spend to recharge the battery?
You know, our all-in-one system, we have an inverter inside. And for this one, split phase, this one have a 6 kilowatt inverter inside, and we have battery. 2 battery goes inside. So it means that it will depend on your solar panel. So if your solar panel can provide you know, 6 kilowatt, you know, to the inverter will charge the batteries for 6 kilowatt.
Are you still hearing me?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah.
For example, how much will lost energy to charge battery?
Oh, you are asking about the efficiency, right?
Right.
So
About
our system right now is 95% of the efficiency.
I'm sorry?
Our efficiency right now is 95%.
Ok, então o sistema dele está meio que alinhado com o painel solar. Depende do painel solar. Foi o que ele está explicando.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. 你们要把它挪一下，先看到你装电池，还得转一点。
哦，可以。
Hello, John. Hello.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah.
I'm so sorry. I had microphone problems. When I spoke with you a few weeks ago, the question came up about whether these can be placed indoors or outdoors. I believe you had told me that there's no reason why they can't. They don't necessarily need to be indoors, but they at least need to be sheltered. Can you elaborate on that?
You know, for this all-in-one system, the IP rating is IP20, so it should be installed in indoor. Like installed in the garage. If you install outside, outdoors, you can put it in the shelter. You know, the shelter just waterproof because you know the rain will come in. So also, if you didn't have a shelter, we have accessory box. It's waterproof. You know, we can provide.
Okay. Now going back to the higher voltage batteries, you had mentioned a split phase system that can be matched up with the higher voltage battery systems that you have. Was that that was a Ginglong Solus inverter that you were referring to?
You know, for the high voltage battery, for the split phase, you know, inverter. Right
Yes.
now, we are compatible with Solus. Solus,
Okay.
they have a split phase inverter, high voltage.
How about stocking? Do you still have stock in the United States that you're keeping, or do you have new inventory on the way?
For United States, right now, we didn't have 50K in inventory. We only have S12, all-in-one system in inventory. Our warehouse in Nevada. So right now, we are planning to ship, you know, the 50K battery, high voltage battery to the United States in 2 weeks because, you know, because the coronavirus, the transportation has been shut down. So, but it's open right now. We are planning to send some batteries, 50K batteries to our Nevada warehouse in 2 weeks.
Okay. If and one last question for now. If a customer wants more power, how would you address that? By using multiple units and having them operate independently from each other?
We will, you know, we recommend to, you know, to use them independently. You know, don't chain them together. You know, in this way, we will have some issues. So if it's all-in-one system, we will need them to use, you know, independently. If it's 50K, you know, in the next few months, we will make our 50K can be connected in parallel. So it means that if one customer say, hey, I may want a 2 of the battery 50K. So we are, in the next few months, we are making them to be connected in parallel. Yeah. Hello? Hello, John? Hear me?
How about now? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So then if you would confirm what you just said was that you're working on being able to arrange these with their outputs operating in parallel for capacity. Is that correct?
Yeah, for the high voltage battery.
Okay. All right. Thanks.
Thank you. Hello, Hector.
Yeah.
You hear me?
Yes.
Hi.
Okay. You hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you right here. Thank you.
Okay. My question is, what type of lithium BMS this cell have? Active or passive?
Oh, you mean the balance?
Yes, the bank. The BMS. What type of BMS bring up?
Oh, the BMS. The BMS is a passive balance.
It's a passive.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. So one second. Okay. So right now you can see we put back 2 battery modules inside, and the engineer already finished the connection between the battery module and you know, the inverters, the systems. You can see clearly right now we have 2 batteries connected in parallel. Each of the batteries is connected very easily. We only have 4 cables to connect in the system. 2 power cables, 1 negative, 1 positive, you know, and 1 for communication, and 1 for the switch, because we have a switch on the front cover. We can turn on all the batteries. So the installation can be very easy. Only 4 cables for each of the batteries, and we will already finish the installation with the batteries. So engineer gonna cover the case, close the door. Okay. Hey, John. Hello. So I will use the time to answer a lot of questions in the writing message. We have customer asking, 50K, especially at about, 12K watt-hour usable capacity. That means the battery is designed for DoD level exceed 80%. It can be, but it will impact the cycle life. Right now, if you use more than 80%, the life cycle will be reduced. Some customers asking if there, a minimum ambient temperature recommended to charge batteries. Normally, for the Nissan battery, we don't recommend to charge the battery at 0 centigrade degree. For the storage and transportation, it's normally from -10 centigrade to 45 degrees. Some customers asking how the generator works. The generators, we will have a cable, connect to the generators and also connect to the generator signals. It means that if the grid is shut down, there's no sun, the battery has no capacity. It means that everything is done, then the system will start generating automatically and start to charge the battery. Yes, our S4 also have signal to start the genset. Yeah. Can we use Huawei inverter? I'm sorry, Huawei's inverter is a very high voltage. It's kind of like about 600 volts. We cannot work with Huawei inverter. What is operating temperature for all-in-one system batteries? So right now, the operating temperature is -10 to 45 centigrade. Some customers asking, we can use these 02 or more S12 together. Yes, you can, but you need to separate the grid and the load. So you can see the interface about the connection to the solar panels and grid, load, and generators. For this one, I just mentioned, it's a split phase system. We need to meet with the requirement for the UL. So the interface is different with single phase interface. For the single phase one, it's just some connectors connect. For this UL standard, we need to go through to the inverter.
Ingeniero, disculpe que no puedo ir nada, porque uno de los hijos míos se me puso malo y...
What is the other port? Bottom left.
1 second. The bottom left is the load, the house load. The middle is the generator power, and the generator signal. And the rest, the top is the grid. And in the bottom is the solar panel 1, solar panel 2. Hello, Jeff.
Yes, hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Perfect, thank you. First off, thank you very much for putting this together. It's very informative. I really appreciate it, and I appreciate you guys staying up while we get up early here in the United States. It's been very helpful, thank you.
Thank you.
A couple of questions I have. One is on the all-in-one string sizing then for that system. Do you guys have a string sizing tool that you provide for the panels?
You mean the maximum power for the solar panel?
So as we're stringing up solar panels into your system to be DC coupled, what is what does the string configuration look like for that?
Right now, our system can support the 2 strings of the solar panel. So we have 2 MPPT inside.
Okay, two strings of 8, 2 strings of 10, up to what voltage?
The voltage. 1 second. I can't remember the pattern right now, but I can find answers for you.
And if it's on the data sheet, I can look at it.
It's on the data sheet. It's on the data sheet.
All right, that's fine. As far as monitoring, you're going to cover monitoring?
Yeah, I can show you a little bit about the monitoring. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. I think the last I had on the all-in-one then, the amperage, the total amperage for loads is what?
You mean the current?
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay. So right now for this system, it's just a 6 kilowatt inverter inside. It means that for US standard, it can support you 50 amps.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
And then how are you guys handling rapid shutdown? We're most of the jurisdictions here are going to rapid shutdown. So will you guys work with the Tigo optimizers?
Right now for the rapid shutdown, we are compatible with the AP system. I don't know if you heard that name.
Who is it? I'm sorry.
The AP system.
Okay, with AP. So I would need more information about that.
No problem. I will ask our sales president to send you the information.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you. For the PV input, you can check on our dashboard. It's from MPPT is from 150 to 450 volt.
Perfect. Thank you.
Thank you.
Is it the same size breaker when you're AC coupling it as well? Is it 50 amps going back into the main panel?
You mean?
When you're on the AC coupled?
Oh, AC, yeah, AC the same, yeah.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Hello? So you can see right now, we already finished all the cables installation. We got to cover the front cover.
Is there any monitor system available on your cell phone to check your system?
Yeah, you can go to App Store. You know, you can check Soluna, so you can download the app.
Okay.
And also, if you want to see inside, we can send you account for the demonstration. So you can go in, use our password. You can go in to say the features. Yeah.
Okay, good, thank you. Is there any planning to make a three-phase system for industrial use?
All-in-one three-phase system?
Yes, 383 three-phase system for industrial use.
Oh, three-phase for industrial use, yeah. So I just mentioned we have power cell, the big commercial one. That one is three-phase. But right now, the product is not ready to launch. We are planning to launch the power cell. Big one is from from 50 kWh to 100 kWh, three-phase. It will be launched in third quarter this year.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. So right now, all the installation is finished. I think it's less than 30 minutes. So we will start to to operate this system. So we gotta turn on all the switches. So you can see right now the system is starting to work. It will take a few minutes to detect the battery, but you can see the interface right now. So you can see the LCD screen. It's a 7 inches LCD. You can do the settings. You can do the checking status on the LCD. So right now you can see the capacity is 38%. And also, it's a touch screen. So if you check, you can see the system status. You can, if you connect in the grid, you can load. You can see the the working status. It's a solar panel charging battery, or it's grid charging battery, or the battery is by the house. And also you can see these four icons. This is the household information. So you can check what is the voltage and what is the load information. And this is the battery status. So you can check the voltage of batteries, the state of charge, the power, the battery type. And also you can see the grid information, the voltage. You can also see the energy today, energy this month. And also you can see the solar panel information, the string 1, string 2, this kind of information. And also you can check, if you go back to the main screen, you can do the settings here. The setting here, you can choose the power source. So you can choose only the solar panels only, or you can choose to use solar and the grid. So if you choose this one, you can do the the grid charging setting. It means that you can choose when to charge the system by the grid, because in different time the price may be different. And also you can set in the speed, because in some time, if you know a big charging line is coming, you can charge your system really fast. And also you can do the power use. You can choose only to use the power to the house load. And also you can choose both to house load and also to the grid. If you choose this one, you can also set in time to save, or when you want to sell back to the grid, because the price is different. And also you can choose language. For different country, we will provide different language. And also, for this date, you can check what is the solar generation. For today, how many power you from solar? For this month, how many power? For this year, how many power? How many totally? And also, you can check information back grade today, this month, this year totally. And also, you can see, how green you are, how you support us, plant trees. So the LCD interface is quite easy. It's touch screen. It's very easy for all the people to use. A lot of customers asking, how many years warranty? As I just said, the battery is guaranteed by 10 years. The other components is guaranteed by 5 years, but we can offer, optional 10 years. Some customers asking the core system, how we quote, the cooling. Actually, right now, inside of the system, there's fans, to quote. And normally, if the power is very big, it's full power, it may need a fan to start on, but the fan is not so loud. It's quite, very low. It's not lousy. Okay, basically we already finished all the installations. I think we spent only about 20 minutes. You can see if you go to the house of the end customer, if you can finish installation in 20 minutes, then the customer will be very happy for that. So if you have any question, you can raise your hand. I can put you on the phone. Hello? Hello, Joe?
Yes, I do have a question about service.
Okay.
Okay. For service, if suppose customer has like maybe the touch screen goes out or something like that, how easy is it for replacing something like that? And is there some kind of program for, like, say for instance, like a qualified or trained field service personnel for the Soluna systems?
Sure. The first thing that we will have, training for the after service, and like for the LCD screen, we can show you how easily to replace that. 你们再把那个打开一下，要不要看一下这 LCD 换起来怎么简单？就是门打开啊，如果说 LCD 坏了。So we can show you the LCD link. 那个拍的 LCD。So if LCD is broken, we just loosen the screen and use a new LCD and flat cables. It's quite simple. I hope I answered your question.
Yeah, that's perfect. It's pretty much plug and play then. It's simply, it appears that even the end user, if they're so much inclined to do so, could even replace this if need be.
Yeah. So the full concept of our product is plug and play. The batteries, the components, it's very easy to change. And also you can see a big space, here. A big space here. So this space is designed for customers to add one more battery inside. So if customers say, hey, 2 batteries is not enough, add one more battery.
Remind us, what is your maximum? Is 3 battery modules. So altogether, how many kilowatt hours of battery can you place in this?
12 kilowatts.
I'm sorry, repeat that.
12 kilowatt hour.
Okay.
Yeah. Hello? Hello, Patrick?
Yes, the 12 kilowatt hour for the battery system, for which type is that? I assume the S12?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Furthermore, they talk about 10 years warranty for the batteries and 5 years warranty for the system. What is the lifespan of the system and the batteries?
For batteries, we only guarantee 10 years. For the system, like the cabinet, the LCD screen, and also inverters, right now our standard term is 5 years, but we can offer customer, to extend the system to 10 years with, a little bit more expense.
Yes, but there's a difference between the warranty period and the lifespan of the equipment.
Yeah.
So what is the life expectation of one full system?
For the system, we are designed in 10 years. But for like the LCD screen, the cabinet, normally we don't know how customer will use that. Like you see the LCD right now, normally it will shut down by a few seconds if no one opens that. But we don't know if the customer have some problem, using very high temperature, use it every day, it may reduce to maybe like 5 years. So we cannot guarantee that. It will depend on how to use that, but the design is about 10 years.
So up to now, there's no idea how long the system can last. Maybe it can last for 20 years.
I hope it can last 20 years, but at least 10 years.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Hi, Joe.
One other question here, if I might. The printed circuit boards, things inside, in areas that are prone to lightning, okay, where you have surges, where it is quite possible that you might have a printed circuit board get fried. What's involved in that kind of service? Because I understand that just like cars, you just don't buy a car and you start driving it and you don't need to maintain it for 10 years. Things might happen. So suppose there's some kind of failure beyond the LCD. All the other parts, for the most part, are plug and play replaceable to a degree.
Right now, the battery is plug and play, the LCD is plug and play, but for other components, like you said, the inverters and also the breakers, it's not plug and play. You may need a very professional engineer to do the.
But they're repairable. It's not like you don't have to resort to telling the customer, sorry, your unit's no good anymore. You have to throw it in the trash. These all can be repaired.
Yeah, okay. For sure.
That's really what a customer's concern is. If they're going to spend the money,
yeah,
they need to make sure that somebody's going to be with them throughout the life. And I think for the most part, this should be able to last more than 10 years if someone is available that can offer any kind of repair service to them. So that's generally true.
Yeah, I think you just see the front cover for the operation panels. All the components is there, and with trained engineer, they can check what is the problem. If something is wrong, take a chatbot program, and she can, replace the components and make the system work again. So this can be repaired, Hello, Patrick.
Yes. As you say that the system, the temperature the system can adapt is about 40 degrees. Did you ever consider to use heat reflecting coating on the outside? As you can use the units outside and inside, if I understand well, right?
The system, is designed to be used inside. If you want to install outside, you need a shelter, because you're not waterproof. But for temperature, it can work from -10 to 45 centigrade.
Meaning under a surface, you can store it outside. If not under a surface, you cannot store it, you cannot use it outside, right?
Yeah. If there's no shelter for the system, you can only use outside because the rain was coming in.
Is there any warranty towards fire insurance and everything? Because I'm sure if you put it inside the house, your insurance, your fire insurance, could complain about it.
Yeah, we have globally, product insurance for our product.
So it won't cause any trouble with your insurance company.
Yeah, I think so, yeah. But I don't know. I guess you are from the United States, right?
No, I'm from Belgium.
Oh, Belgium. Okay. The fire insurance, I don't know because I'm not a local guy. I don't know what is the requirement for your fire insurance. I think you need to check with your fire insurance company to say, hey, I install any storage, is that break, the insurance policy? So I'm not 100% sure for that because, I think you need to check with your insurance company. But for the product itself, it's well safe, and we have globally insurance program,
Okay, I assume that no government will be keen, as your system competing to the grid, that they might issue a law that forbids you to store batteries inside your house. So how to solve that?
As I just said, if you want to install outside, you just need a shelter to, to prevent the rain comes in. If you don't have that shelter, and also we have a box, we have accessory box, which can provide to the customer. It's designed for our system. You just need to put the box outside, maybe in your yard, maybe, beside your house, then you put the system into the box.
That could be a good solution for that. And also to shield it to temperature, you could consider for the outside boxes to apply a heat reflecting coating, which means that the box won't accept any heat from the environment.
Yeah. Because the accessory box we have been testing that, we have to do testing, so it will not, impact our heating. Yeah.
Good, thank you.
Thank you. So is anyone have more questions? Hello? John, you have more questions? One second.
It's very important.
Hello?
webinar.
Hello? Is anyone have more questions?
I do have one question for you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you right now.
Okay. Do the units have a function where you can prevent it from being grid tied so that it does not feed back onto the utility? Some of the utilities in the United States have laws where you're not allowed to backfeed into their grid. Is there some kind of function that you could have it so that way you could put it into like an appliance mode where it's using the PV to produce energy and also like the UPS function as well? So that way, if there's additional energy to prevent it from backfeeding onto the grid.
Yeah, yes, we can do the setting from the LCD to shut down, go back to the grid. I will show you 1 second. So here the setting, you can choose the power use. In this way, you can choose, oh, I only want to power to supply the house load, no back to grid. Just click here. The power will never go back to grid. Is that clear, John?
Yes, thank you.
Thank you. Anyone have more questions?
I'm sorry, one additional question.
Okay, no problem.
Okay, in the event that a consumer has this and the demand is higher than the unit will give them, what takes place? Will it pull from the additional power that it needs from the grid, or will it trip offline?
If you need more power, it will pull from the grid.
Okay, will it switch over like a static transfer switch where it gives all of it, or will it still share the load between the what the unit will provide and the incremental power it would need from the utility?
It's something like this way. In the daytime, the first used power will be solar. So the solar is the first priority. So if solar is have more power, it will charge the battery. So when you use the system to supply your house, they will use solar first. If the solar is not good enough, it's not big enough to use batteries, the battery is not good enough to pull from the grid.
Okay, yeah. The reason I asked that question is in southern climates where folks have air conditioners, the compressor starting or anything that has a motor in it for a load in someone's home, where you have that initial inrush of current, that's a scenario that I'm thinking about where that might occur if they're already using a good portion of what the unit can provide.
Yeah. So the only thing is that if the grid is shut down, if you only use the battery to supply your house, there's some surge. You mentioned it, like the air conditioning, they have surge. If surge is not all hours back, it also can start because we have a surge power tolerance for the system. If it's not an over-hour surge, limitation, it will also start your home appliance. If over that, we will not allow to use that. So it's something like this.
Okay, and in any kind of switching that takes place, do you have any idea how many milliseconds of transfer time that the system is designed?
Right now, our system is designed for 10 seconds. It's 1.5 times of nominal power. Like this system is ICE8. It has a 6 kilowatt inverter inside. It means that we can support about 9 kilowatts in 10 seconds.
Oh, okay.
So if you choose like ice-12, our ice-12, it have a 80 kilowatt inverter inside. It means
that would,
that
that could give you up to 12 if
10 seconds.
Yeah, and that additional then for 10 seconds may be well enough to cover any kind of surge.
Yeah.
Okay.
Some customers asking it use solar energy when there's sun, and the battery energy when there's no sun, and when battery goes off, it's used grid, correct? Yeah, it says the solar will charge the battery system. So if there's no sun, the battery goes off, the grid will charge the battery. And also, as I just mentioned, you can set it from the LCD. You can choose a time to charge the battery. Choose the lowest price time to charge the battery. Just some customer asking, you cannot find manual on our website. No worry, we will send you the manual. After the meeting. Don't worry, we have a registered information. We will send you by email.
Another question, please. Getting back to, I guess, the future, I believe you said that you were working on a future model or ability for these where you could parallel outputs to increase capacities.
I will show you here. Yeah.
How far away do you think you are from that materializing?
Yeah, I just mentioned this for this battery. So this battery module is high voltage, it's 50K. It will support, other brand inverter. So this one, we are planning to put this one can be scalable, maybe 2-piece, maybe 3-piece in the next 3 months. So if you choose, the inverter from other inverters with this battery, in 3 months, you will be able to use 2 or 3 of these.
Okay, but that battery there is the battery that's used with the Ginglong Solus and the Goodwe inverters, correct?
Yeah. Good way is the 3-phase. Soleus is 3-phase.
Yeah.
Hello, Hector.
Yeah. You hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you right good.
Yeah. My question is, what is the peak power that the battery support in off-grid operation?
Oh, you mean off-grid mode?
Yeah.
It depends which product. And like this product, S8, split phase, the inverter is 6 kilowatt. The inverter is 6 kilowatt. So off-grid is 6 kilowatt.
That's the maximum peak power.
It's continuous power. For the servers, it is 9 kilowatt in 10 seconds.
Okay. Excellent. Thank you.
Pleasure.
New question. If there's suppose there is a customer that some of their peak demand may go as high as, say, 18 kilowatts. Okay, how could you use, say, the S8 in a scenario like that? Would you want to segregate certain loads only on the system, or could you still place the Solus, the largest of the solar of the Soluna systems, in between, say, the meter and the customer's main panel? Would that be an application that you'd want to avoid, and only apply the solutions to customers that their maximum, for the most part, their maximum demand may be only limited to only 8 kilowatts?
I think right now for the application, we don't want so many units to be installed in the house. I think that will cause potentially errors and also issues. So we don't recommend you to use like that way. So
okay.
Yeah, because we don't want to cause a lot of after service issue.
Sure, I think the way to, and we've seen this done where a customer would not, or use producing unit for their household, but what they may do is take certain loads and place only certain loads on the unit, and that would be also a way for them to achieve some solar electronics use and even some backup power in the event that there is no utility. Say I've seen this where they've placed their kitchen, a few bedrooms, what they find as necessity. Well, the other places in the home may be continue to be fed from the utility. So that's the way that I could get around that for now.
Yeah. If there's no grid connection, I think you can just separate the connection. You can the house you can divide to maybe 2 or 3 different connection between the solar and the system, and also load. You can split to maybe 2 systems or 3 systems.
Right. Yeah, have 2 or 3 different panels, and then they just feed different areas of the home.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
All right.
That'll be good. Okay. Hello, Anton. You hear me? Hello?
Did you say Anton or John?
Anton.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hello, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you right now. Thank you.
Great, thank you. Yeah, I'm from South Africa. Yes, what I would like to know is what app do you use on your mobile phones to do remote monitoring for the clients? And then do you use the same app for your installers? And is it possible to do remote configuration of the systems? Because sometimes the customers is quite far, like 100 kilometers or more, and it will be good if you can just get online, go in the remote monitoring system and see if there's any thing wrong on the customer systems and do some system changes remotely.
You know, I can share a little bit about the remote system. Right now, our remote system can only do the monitoring. It's not for the studying, you know. I can share a little bit, 1 second. So this is the monitoring system. I got a, you know, small radio record. This is planning information. This is demonstration account for us. If you need a demonstration account to look inside, we can send you the account and password. So you can see the information, the generation from solar, the grid, the battery status, and also you can check the daily generation from the solar, the monthly, the yearly, and you have all the information.
Okay, I understand that. What I also would like to know is how regular do you do firmware updates?
Sorry?
On what regular basis do you do firmware updates on the system?
Firmware?
What I'm asking is on what basis do you use firmware updates on your system? How regular do you do it?
You mean for the system firmware upgrading?
Yes. Do you sometimes do firmware updates on the software of the system?
Oh, normally we will not do the firmware, you know, upgrading, because I think to the remote firmware upgrading can be, you know, dangerous because we don't know what times customers are using, and we cannot make sure, you know, that the system is all connected with Wi-Fi. So normally we will not do the remote firmware upgrading.
Okay. And then a last question is it possible to check, say, for instance, when you install the system now, in 6 months' time, how many cycles the batteries have been completed?
You mean you want information to say how many cycles the battery has been used?
Yes.
For that information, you know, we don't show that information, you know, for the how many cycles, because normally we provide a quality guarantee. We provide like a yearly, how many years for the battery's life cycle, because the customer there will be a lot of argument for the cycle life, because you cannot say what is the cycle life. 10% charge, 10% discharge is cycle, 1% charge and discharge is cycle. So if we use a cycle as a warranty, there may be a lot of arguments. So the best way for the quality guarantee warranty is how many years?
Okay, and then another question is, will you submit your inverter to companies like Helioscope and PVSys so that you can do your string designs on this platform?
You mean monitoring platform?
No, there is some programs that you can use to do your layout of your panels on your roofs, okay, and do your string designs, which they call PVSys and Helioscope, okay. Will you submit your inverter information to them, okay, to be able to design software if the installer wants to design a system for a customer, okay, and they wanted to use specific solar panels, they can do a string design with this software.
Oh, I got it. Normally this kind of calculation, this kind of service is provided by our distributor and installers, and they will help to calculate, how many panels you need to compare with our system. So we have all the information for the solar input for each of the system. The installers will help the end customer to calculation how big for the solar panel and how many panels you need for the system. Because
I will discuss it with William afterwards. Then you can discuss it internally. Okay.
Okay, thank you. Okay. Some customers asking the monitoring system. So just a small video to show you the monitoring system. This is app. You can see the solar generation information and also the data for each of the source and also the use.
Is this for the S6 or S8 system?
This one? Oh, this one is the one we install in our facility. It's S8. Split S8, yeah. But the monitoring system for S4, S8, S12 is the same one. Yeah.
So you can use the S6 system for standard domestic house.
S8?
S6 system for a standard domestic house.
We didn't have IS6. We only have IS4, IS8, and IS12.
Okay, sorry.
Any more question? Some customer is asking what kind of system I would advise for standard consumer use in 5,000 kilowatt per year to be independent from grid. It means that you will use around like so in this way, I will remind you to use S12 to be independent from grid. Thank you, Joe. Andrew, I think your question is a little bit difficult. I cannot understand very good. So I will ask Veronica to contact with you about your question. We will answer your question. Is there anyone have more questions? Some customer is asking if the battery is a lot full, if the inverter can also sell power to the grid. Yes, if the battery is not full, if I have solar connected and grid connected, it also can use, it can also sell power back to grid, no problem. So the power will come from solar, not from the battery. Some customers asking what percentage loss. I think it is a question of efficiency. Our system's efficiency will be 95%. Some customers asking, can we stream multi-battery together to make a large system? For our all-in-one system, we don't recommend you to use a multiple of the system together. Is anyone have more question? If there's no question, we can end up this meeting. Thank you, everyone. Really thank you. It's about 2 hours already. I appreciate your time. I appreciate you joining our meeting. I hope we can see you very soon. We are planning to have more webinar in the next few months because the coronavirus. So we're gonna see you soon in the future. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Hello?
Hi, John.
Yes, I'm John, Dominican Republic. Thank you for Soluna, this very important webinar.
Thank you.
Have a nice day.
Thank you. If you need more information, you can, contact with us. Thank you. Bye-bye, everyone.